Okay, hey, it's SJ. I'm just sitting in my room right now, and a lot has been going on the past few days that I feel like I just needed to update on some things and just talk it out. I recently just went to the doctor. There's this doctor here in Winnipeg that a friend of mine had suggested that I go to because going into this, I really have no idea what I'm doing. The beginning is always the hardest. Like, now that I've figured it out and now that I know what I want to do and now that I know how I'm going to be most comfortable and most happy, I just need to get there, and I just needed, like, my foot in the door or just some kind of, like, idea of what I was doing. So, I hadn't been to the doctor in a while, and I still don't have a family doctor in the city, which I should probably get on. But, yeah, so I went to go see him just about things in general, and told him that my friend referred me to him, so I just have to go through probably and get some, like, checkups and whatnot before I can start anything physical, but I just asked him, like, the process for getting on T, because I know that that's something that I want to start soon. It's becoming more and more clear that I'm not comfortable at all being addressed as female. And like I said in my last video, it really sucks now that I know what I want and now that I know how I'm comfortable. And I'm a little less confident than I was before when I was just totally cool with that middle ground. So I pass less, and the female pronouns really bother me lately, but not as much as in the beginning. Like, it doesn't affect me as much. It's still, like, I still don't like them, and it still just kind of hits me the wrong way, but I'm dealing with it way better than I was. So T is something that I know that I want it, and I know the side effects, and I know that once you start it, there's certain things that you can't, like, change back. So he was just talking to me about that and the process for that. So I saw him yesterday, which was Monday, so I booked another appointment to see him this upcoming Monday, so we'll just chat more and he'll get to know me, and I'll go from there. But in the meantime, I'm still just trying to save for top surgery. Saving, it's really hard because I'm now living on my own. Like, my ex is moving out of my apartment. We've been living together for a few months, which is kind of a shitty situation, but whatever, that's life. So I finally get the apartment to myself as of this weekend, so that's pretty big because I feel like my life has been on hold this entire breakup. So to finally be able to just move on and to heal and to get my life going, because it's pretty much just been two of us living together in a one-bedroom post-breakup of like 4 months, so that's been really stressful, and I'm just glad it's over. I have no hard feelings. It's been it's had its ups and downs, and I'm just glad it's over. So I just want to move on and just to be a better person and to learn from it. So I just find it really ironic that I'm making this video on my own, and to just, like, I make these videos just to talk. I doubt anybody really, not many people watch them, but it's just nice to get my thoughts out there, because at the beginning I didn't really have anybody to talk to. And I was thinking today, I thought it was really really ironic that the whole reason why I started making these videos was because of my ex who's moving out this weekend. Like, I initially had this, like, cheesy idea of, like, winning her back with YouTube videos and blah 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 blah. It's really stupid because I didn't really like being on camera, and I'm much better with it now, but that was my initial intentions with these, and I feel really ridiculous admitting that, but I just had a really, really hard time with the breakup because we were together for, like, just over a year and lived together, and just our lives were just, like, intertwined. And now that I'm just free from that, and I'll be free from that this weekend, and I can finally get my life going, because us dating, like she wasn't okay with certain things, and it kind of halted the process that I'm now just like going full speed at. Like everything has been progressing really quick. But when you're dating someone and trying to figure it out, like for myself, it's completely different for other people, but for me, trying to date someone while figuring out all of this on my own, it just completely stunted my progress because she wasn't really okay with certain things, and I felt really self-conscious just trying to be comfortable in my own body and just with myself and everything. So once we broke up, it was just like, you know what, I only have myself to worry about, so let's do it. And then that's how everything progressed so quickly, is because I didn't really have anybody else to check in with, and I didn't feel shitty about myself or insecure in the ways that I did when I was with someone trying to figure this out. Like, I felt like complete crap, and it just feels good to not have to worry about, like, it's hard enough for me trying to figure this out on my own. So that's why I'm not really down for dating anybody right now or just getting that close to anybody, because of how crappy I felt before trying to figure it out while with someone. It just didn't go well, just for certain reasons, and just the other person not really understanding. But I just find it really ironic that I'm now making these videos and more comfortable because of that awesome idea I had to win my ex-girlfriend back via YouTube video, because she's really into YouTube and was always on it, and at the time it seemed like a good idea. I feel retarded now, I feel ridiculous now for thinking that was a good idea, just because like I said, I had a really hard time with the breakup, and we lived together, so it was really messy, and I had a hard time letting go. Once we first broke up, I had the hardest time being by myself. Like, it terrified me to be alone, and it was really hard at the beginning because I didn't have anybody. My family's in another province. I didn't have her. It was one of those relationships where you just kind of, like, forget everybody else except for that person that you're dating. So I basically kind of just had nobody and had to work my way back up to being a good person and a good friend, and it's been much better. I feel like a much better person and a better friend, and I just feel better about myself and life, and it's been hard some days, and other days like today I just felt great, and I feel awesome, and I feel okay, and I just feel like everything is going how it should, and everything is like everything's just falling into place, really, and I feel better about myself than I did a few months ago, and it's awesome, and I just can't wait for my life to fully begin, because as much as I did get over it, like, I had a lot of time to come to terms with it, and to be by myself, and to make friends again, and to just have fun. Like, that's what I've been doing the last little bit, is just having fun, and it just feels good to worry about myself for a change, and to just spoil myself rather than putting so much effort into somebody else when I'm not taking care of myself fully. So that feels good. But what was I gonna say? I can't remember. But yeah, as much as you can fully move on from a breakup, when you're still living with the person, I know I don't really like to talk about it anymore, but when you live with a person, it's really hard to get over them. It's impossible, basically. I learned that the hard way, to, like, just detach yourself from them, and to not want to do the stupid thing and get back together, because it wasn't working for a reason, and that's life. So it just feels good to be moving on. So I just wanted to make a video to just say how good I feel about my life moving on, and to just become myself, basically. I just can't wait for things to come and to just get on with my life. Like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do what I want. So, once again, long video. That's all I wanted to say.